might have been online, and I didn't know what he looked like. I didn't know what he sounded like. The man name unknown, so I really was thrown. Then I think my guy pulled up on me. I think we did some more work, and over that time, bruh, he not unknown no more. There's nothing unknown about my boy at all. My boy is out here. He working. He's putting in the work. From recording studios to shows, rocking out. I got the young, the talented, unknown in the building, man. What's up, my guy?
Was good. In the
Unknown is
building.
here, man. The first time I heard unknown was on, I think, a live review. If it wasn't a live review, I want to say y'all sent in a song for radio.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Okay. It might have. I think it was you, Kick Dojo. Shout out to Kick
Probably.
Dojo. And I was like, all right, this is hard. This is dope. And then I saw you, and I was like, oh shit. Wait a minute. That ain't what I was expecting at all. Like, what's going on here? Fast forward, you done gained all my respect, bro. Like,
Appreciate that.
you know, people will see you and that's probably look at you and think, what you think people think when they see you?
Initial reaction?
Initial reaction.
Before or after the music?
Before the music, when they just
Before the music? What the fuck? Like, what's finna happen? I feel I really like, and I hope I give that impression. Honestly,
Yeah.
like I like that. I strive for that.
Because that element of surprise,
Oh, yeah.
when that first word come out, like I had to close my eyes when I was listening to it because, like I said, you know, I'm not thinking unknown as this, you know, white kid that looks like you know, from the subs, might skateboard a little bit or something. But you spitting, bro. Where's that love for rap come from? Take me back to like early days. I'm sure you was probably listening to something or got influenced by something you heard.
Oh yeah.
Where'd it come
I
from?
mean, rap. My older cousins, bro. Like I was the youngest of the family, so I'm running around with all the older cats. I got all my older cousins. I got Joe, my sister. Then I got my cousin Alex. Too many cousins to even name. You know what I'm saying? All put me on the music. I got Wayne influences. We listen to Drake. Young Money huge, so you know you gotta.
Right.
That's like right there. And then I'm still like tripping at Eminem. Like Eminem's still hot. He's still on his little like last little tail end of his little thing. You feel me? I feel like at least. But I mean, just too much influence. And then my mom sang. So my mom was in church and she sang in church. She did gospel music. She would bring me to the studio. She had like cover songs on CDs that she was giving out and stuff like that. So like I got a passion for it way deeper than just like I like the rap. The rap is what attracted me. But like even seeing my mom do it and being around it, like I was one of the music full heartedly, like no matter what, every aspect.
That's dope having that background and those influences. And you know, I tell you 19, bro. So even like, you know what I'm saying, 20, I'm guessing I'm looking at that time like 2020, like 2009, 2010, 2011. You probably really getting into some early stuff, but the evolution done changed so much. Have you been able to go back and listen to older music? Like,
oh man,
give me some people you might listen to that probably ain't from your area. If you do,
ain't from my area.
Yeah.
Okay, we talking. Nas, you got Pac. I really like Biggie growing up.
Really?
Yeah, hell yeah. But like, I took my time to go back. Like, I tried to go back and study as much history of the music as I could because, I mean, I have my older brother. My older brother, he's 30, bro.
Right.
I mean, he's telling me about like way back, like you don't even know who NWA is, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Like, and I'm like, well, you really kind of don't, but like, you know more than I do. But like, you feel me? Like.
But here's the advantage, though. You got
So
the
I'm
internet.
learning, though.
You got the internet, and that's why I tell artists now, like, don't give me the excuse that you don't know who such and such is. Cause you can go get it more than we could have back at a certain time.
That's what I was trying to do, exactly that, and really kind of like build that knowledge and just like study flows and all sorts of different stuff like that, like wordplay, cadences, crazy stuff.
I see you always repping Indian Trail, but is that where you from?
Oh yeah, full, always been there, stayed there, ain't leaving.
What's growing up in Indian Trail like? What was like family life, early life?
Family life in Indian Trail?
Just
I mean, Indian Trail, small town, everybody know everybody. You feel me? So like family is everything, I feel like a lot of times, and like who you know. And that's where I really learned that like that idea of like it's who you know. Like connections are everything. You need to be out here, you need to network, you need to do stuff like that. It's just that small town mentality almost, but like making it bigger.
I'm gonna jump right into it because I'm looking at your gram. The small town shit going out the window because you going out the country. You know what I'm saying? You making plays, you making moves. And I'm sure these is all things you want to do in terms of like the music as well.
Oh yeah.
Where do you see like the music taking you? Because you know this small town is not gonna hold you for much longer. I'm sure you already see that. But.
Shit, definitely. I mean, I'm ready to go where it takes me. You feel me? Like I don't know. I hope it takes me everywhere I want to go. If that makes sense. You feel me? Like I'm with it. So wherever it goes, I'm with it.
Yeah. You ever get like scared to leave or think like,
honestly,
dang,
like
this is where I know I'm comfortable with.
I've had so much stuff happen in the past year, bro, that has put my mind into like such a place where like I've been telling myself like, what is my ultimate goal at the end of all of this? Like, am I just making music to make music? Or am I making music because I really want to go somewhere with this, and I really want to go somewhere with it? So like, whatever the next step may be, you know, I'm ready to try to get there.
Let's go back a little bit. First time you got that chance to not even studio. Let's just say the first time you got something off. Yeah. Well, and people gave that reaction. Was it school lunch freestyling? Was it with the boys? Did you have to actually go to the studio and make the song? And then people was like, "Oh, tell me that experience." The first.
So my first one that was like they liking it. I had bought myself a mic, been recording myself probably like a year, 2 years, like
on the low,
doing my own thing. I didn't have like the studio at that time, nothing like that. So everything is like just me and Joe. And man, I recorded this song. It was a remix to J. Cole's Middle Child.
Okay.
I did Youngest Child.
That was your first. That
was the one that like really got it because I went out of my way that night before school and I made out of like block pieces of paper. I made individual. I put 4 cards on each one, cut every single piece of paper, and went to school the next day and taped them up. Had my girl go into all the girls' bathrooms and tape them up inside the stall so that when you go to use the bathroom, you see my flyer. You open your locker, you see my flyer.
On it.
In school, had the principal call me up there and was like, "Yo, like you can't do this.
I knew they wanted to know
you cannot do this because we can't monitor what you're saying. So you know what I'm saying. So
they can't control you.
They had me take it down, but that was the one where everybody was like, "Yo, like you really trying? Like you taking it serious?" They finally like took my initiative for like what it was, like, and didn't just be like, "Oh, he's trying to rap, ha ha, whatever." Because down in Indian Trail, ain't nobody really was rapping like that.
Right.
And, like there was a couple people I could name maybe, but like. It wasn't
Nobody
a big
stepped
thing.
out there and did it.
It wasn't like a big thing. And it was probably like 2016, 2015. You had SoundCloud booming.
Yep.
X was booming.
Yep.
The freestyles, the double XL, crazy. Everything is going wild. So, like, I got so influenced by that after being so indulged in hip-hop already that I was like, if these people are going in at home and making their own music and putting it on SoundCloud and going somewhere with it, why can't I?
Why not? And
so I bought a mic and did it. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's the evolution of this thing, bro. Like we're gonna get into like your evolution even as a business owner and a facilitator now because Dirty Rooms is a real thing, and I want to know the origins of that because, like you said, like why not just get in here, do it, and if it's gonna go, it's gonna go. The internet gonna take it and do what it want to do. So how did Dirty Rooms come about now? Because Dirty Rooms recording ain't in the it's in the room, but it ain't, it's expanded from what it was.
Oh, yeah, nah, for sure. I mean, it started because, like, Dirty Rooms comes from, like, every artist that's been out there recording music in a dirty room. You feel me? Like, it's that simple. Like, it comes from that raw passion to just get it, like, out of whatever you in right now. It don't matter what my room look like because this mic right here in front of me. Like, it don't matter. It's that. So it don't matter. The studio could be the studio, but we're going to make it dirty because we're going to be locked in too much to even think about cleaning it.
Ain't even think about it.
For real.
Unknown here with us, this, that, and the third interview series. Take me to, like, who's a part of that collective because I know it's,
you got, I mean, there's so many, like, family members, I'd say, but you got Kiddo Joe, JK, Deuce, Unknown. That's our, like, top 4 right there. That's the solid. That's a starting lineup. I mean, we got family out in Raleigh. #Zay, Black Storm, Mike Blaze. I mean, Tommy Gunn, Monty Nietzsche. So many people I can name. You feel me? But as far as who you gonna catch in Indian Trail and who's running the sessions, who be at the studio, it's them 4 right there.
That's dope. Does that give you a chance? Because you know what y'all are ultimately trying to get to create and just to be open, experimenting. because that's part of it. Like all it takes is that one. You
Yeah.
know, that you get that one to make it go. And I think you had a couple songs that I think could do it. And I think, it's timing. I remember the first time where I think people took notice on my page of you. January 2021. I think my boy said, I know you said you was the I Got 20 on my beat challenge. My boy said, I've been dreaming like Steven. I'm feeling like Steven. I've been dreaming to make a hit. You said something that was hard.
I feel like Steven, I really been dreaming about making that hit that could give me an image too. I'm gonna need me a few. I'm used to beating. I ain't even being rude. Yeah, bro.
When I posted it on my page, bro, it was going crazy. They like, who is this? What is that? He got it. What's going on?
Oh,
What reaction do you get when your music is heard? Do you think that's the thing people do?
I mean, it really just depends on like, I guess, a blind listener versus like someone who's had like a kind of like a rundown, like, oh, like, so this is who this is, he's pretty good, or like someone who's just never heard of me. Like when I was with shout out K Digital Media,
Sure.
We was outside, we were shooting in Camp North End the other day. This dude walks up, he was a cook at one of the restaurants around, and it's just like sitting there like looking at me while I'm shooting a video, and it's like, yo, bro, like, you're dope, like, what?
Yeah.
This is good. I like, where can I find more? Let me stay tapped in. When's the video coming and stuff like that? Like, catching someone in the most organic way possible is always the best for me because it gets, like I said, the biggest shock factor. They always are just like, man, like I didn't expect that. Like,
right. Talk about your fans, bro, because you have fans. We'll call them supporters because I think people like hate that fan word, but no, you have fans because I've seen them. I see the shows. You bring them out. What does that feel like? And do you also realize like I'm gonna pop your shit for you? Artists not doing that. They're not bringing people out to the shows. You might be hard. You might be dope. People might like you on the internet, but who gonna pay a ticket to come see you?
Nah, for real.
Do you understand like what do you think of your fans just in general? Because that's support.
I mean, shit, like for real, bro. It's like family. Like everybody you see at the shows with me and stuff like that, whether they supporters, fans, whatever you want to call them, like we tight, and the people that they bring with them is we all tight. Like it's all. I don't even know how to explain it. And then
Crazy.
For the people that it sucks because I had so many more people coming to that last shit, right? But I mean, bro, like it just stems out. Like I said, it's connections. It's getting out there, shaking hands, meeting people, and making yourself more than just an acquaintance. Like someone who leaves an impact. Like what can I say to you in this conversation right now that's gonna leave my imprint for the rest of the night? That when you go back to the crib, you thinking, yo. He really hold up. He said that to me, bro.
Right.
Like, what in the world? Like,
it's more than that 5 minutes on stage or whatever that. But like you said, that real connection with somebody
and appreciation between people. Like you got to show somebody. Like sometimes you just got to be like, yo, bro, like, I appreciate that. Like I know it's weird, but like a lot of people would be like weird to like say weird. Thank you. You know what I'm saying?
That's the weird part.
Yeah,
that's not acknowledging the love or showing that back. That's the weird part. And everybody's so cool or whatever now, but. That ain't gonna get you nowhere.
Yeah, for real. I've always just tried to keep it like as genuine as possible, no matter what the situation is, who I'm dealing with. Like, and that's why I say it feels so much like family because it's just genuine nature and just, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Unknown here with us. This, that, and the third interview series. You talk about family. Usually that's for life. 4L. You know what I'm saying? Video is out for that 4L right now. We're gonna get into. Definitely. Take me into the meaning of that song, what they about to see, what they about to hear.
4L, man. Shoot. I mean, as simple as it is, bro. Like 4L, it's everything's for life, bro. Like no matter what, whether you with us or not, you gotta leave early. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
Check out. It is what it is. We got a goddamn. We still here. We still the love goes on. It's more life. You feel me?
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. Introduce it to them, let the people know they about to see, man.
Man, y'all about to listen to 4L by Unknown, produced by Dopes. I come fuck with me, man. Dirty Room.
Let's get it. This, that, and the third. Steven the Dream, Unknown. We'll be right back. This, that, and the third interview series. Steven the Dream, Unknown is in the building, man. Just watch that visual for 4L. Y'all see my boy with the visuals going crazy. I know you got some more visuals coming. In that video, I saw your Pops. Pops. I know he's not with us no more, right?
Nah, no more.
How did he get a chance to hear your music? Did he?
Oh man, my dad. my dad was at my first show. He brought me all the way to Atlanta for it. Like, my dad was a big supporter of my music. When it went around, he was like, "Oh, yep," and because it's 4 of us as far as like my siblings go.
Right.
So like, he'll describe all of it. He'd be like, and then my youngest, that's my rapper boy, you know. Like, he tripped out that I even rapped, and I even got into it all and like took it so seriously. But he was always for it. He supported it no matter what.
Man, you don't know how like dope that is, because with this entertainment, what we do, our parents don't see it. They don't, you know what I'm saying, because it's hard to achieve. Like, you're not doing what the normal, what they're used to seeing. So the fact that you can get that support off gate is major. And you know, he's still supporting you, of course.
Oh yeah, of course.
One thing, you know, it's a family affair with you, bro. I always see, you know, Joe, you know what I'm saying, your people around. Your girl is dope too, bro.
Yeah, bro,
like,
she
your relationship. I'm like, wait a minute, like, bro, what's going on, man? Like, but I know that type of support has got to be major for you too, because it's like you said, even down to, I'm guessing she was the one with the mixtapes and doing all that. Or,
Oh yeah.
So that's crazy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's wild. I mean, almost 5 years now, so like, that's strong. It's wild.
See, y'all ladies gotta, you know what I'm saying, step your game up. You got Unknown over here, you know what I'm saying? Got one holding him down, and he hold it down too, man.
Yeah.
Tell me, who are some influences? Like, who you listening to? Like, not even influence. Who
Like
you
right
listening
now?
to? Yeah, who you listening to?
Shit. Man, Roddy, Lil Baby, like, I mean, everybody, like, I don't even know how to explain it. Everybody that is popping is what sounds crazy. Is like, I like popular music just like everybody else, you know what I'm saying? I can fuck with some Yeet. I might, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can fuck with a whole bunch of different stuff, but...
Give me something maybe people wouldn't expect, or maybe you turn on it sometimes and it's like, all right, this is my vibe. Like, I don't even care. Like,
goodness.
Maybe Kaylin will put you on something, you know what I'm saying? A little vibe or
I
something.
fuck with Chicago so heavy, bro.
Chicago?
Yes, bro, I love Chicago.
Speaking of Chicago, we were just talking about that. You're Kanye 2.0, huh? Because people don't know, you know, you didn't have an accident for
it. Nah.
But you just had jaw surgery?
Yeah, back in November.
How? What? You know what I'm saying? How
So,
was that?
like,
What was that?
So it was like a double jaw reconstructive surgery. Basically, I had an underbite. So what they did was they went in, and when they went in, they said that my underbite was so severe they couldn't only bring my bottom jaw back, they would have to bring my top jaw forward to meet it in the middle, basically.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so, like, it's a long-ass process to explain why it got that bad to begin with, but they went in and they did the surgery. They cut your top jaw off and they cut your bottom jaw in 2 different spots, and they slide it back and they slide your top jaw forward, and then they titanium plate it all and screw it back together. And
Ain't no way.
Yeah. And then they did.
How long surgery?
I think it's like 4 hours, maybe 5, to be honest. And then I stayed the night in the hospital that night, and immediately like realized that I couldn't feel anything in my face, and I didn't like anticipate that. But little did I know that when you get the jaw surgery, they cut your bottom jaw.
Yeah.
And there's a nerve that runs through it right here. So when they cut the nerve, there's no more feeling. Like, you can't feel it. You have to wait for it to grow back together and like re-heal. So like, I still like, this is like a little bit numb right here.
Really?
Yeah. It's been like 7 months now. So that was November.
So was that impeding your, like, the way you rapped or the way you talk, like,
man.
before?
It
not even the
before?
Yeah, like,
nah. See, the thing was, you know how like you don't see a problem with something?
Yeah.
But then you go somewhere and they like helping you, and they're like, this has got to be fixed though.
They're like, oh, you didn't even know this.
Yeah, but this is a problem.
What?
Yeah, so
but you've been like this your whole life.
That's
like,
what I'm saying. So I was like, I didn't even know how I was gonna feel without having an underbite. But at the same time, like, I got my smile back. Like, it's one of the things that's like, I don't know. I'm happier with it now.
Cosmetically, it's a you know, thing, a little boost, you know.
$43,000 surgery.
Yeah.
And
I better look a little, you know.
And I had to this was my only chance to get it still with my Medicaid.
True that.
So I slid it in there like, hey, all right, let me go ahead and take care of that, take care of business. I'm gonna get a little cosmetics straight and then move forward.
So you got that done. Toughest part, I'm sure it was tough parts to it. I won't assume that the toughest part was not being able to record, but what was really like, give me like the struggles of really what you had to go through.
I mean, bro, like, the toughest part on top of everything is that being that it was November, I got my surgery November 5th. My pops passed September 26th. So like it's the grieving process on top of the entire jaw surgery.
You're literally
I'm
hurting.
literally in pain and grieving.
Wow.
And then the day after my jaw surgery, let's just say we had some family disputes between
Just some family disputes.
Yeah.
For sure.
And so someone basically was our roommate took out a restraining order on my sister and my mom. And they were supposed to be the ones who watched me in the house while I was recovering from my jaw surgery. So it forced me out the crib and gave them the crib the whole time we were gone. Like the whole time I had to recover, I'm recovering. They got restraining orders. They're having to lawyer up. They can't do nothing, so I have to go to them. You get what I'm saying? I can't even be in my own crib. I had to leave my crib and go to them so they could watch me because we had shit going on at the house. We was going there, man. We was having fights with the cops, bro. Like I was out there wired up, yelling back and forth, bro. Messy. It was a mess.
So all this happening.
So it was really the bullshit on top of the surgery that made the surgery so bad.
Yeah,
because I forgot about the surgery once I moved through everything so crazily. You just forget that it's even going on, and it was like, boom, like I got rubber bands off, I can move my jaw again.
What did that feel like when you could start when things got a little back to normal?
It still hurt.
Yeah.
Everything still hurt. It still hurts now, like sometimes, but like I said, like I mean, it's just like it's exercising. It's a muscle. You gotta get everything back working how it's supposed to again, and give it time to heal. I had to take breaks from any like extracurriculars and shit like that. You feel me? Like you can't do nothing like
discipline though.
Yeah.
Had to be disciplined on that.
Yeah,
because
for real.
Well, you don't wanna like you said, $40,000 is a lot of money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So unknown, I wanna ask you, because I see the plight. I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't wanna put you in the box. But that boy Jack went crazy. I seen Jack in 2014. He was with he had a group. You know what I'm saying? I forgot the group. They were like a couple guys, and Jack was hard.
Sure.
Jack was hard. I remember Dark Knight Domo or something like that. Dark Knight something was a song. But his evolution, like to be where he is now, to be respected as just a dope rapper. Do you think you can excel and be that as well?
Oh yeah.
Cause that's what I ain't gonna lie, bro. I've been telling like, bro, I got the next Jack Harlow, bro. I ain't tripping, bro. Like, it's gonna happen, but I think it'll take that evolution for people to see and really catch on. Do you really focus on your bars being like that? Because they are, but it's like, do you try to overly like? Do you have to know you gotta rap because you can't be less?
I mean, it's not even that like I don't never feel like I got to like impress nobody because I feel like that's how you lose the just the organic, like the authentic, like the organic nature of the whole thing, and like that's why I strive to make music like organically. You don't want to make forced music ever, anyways. But I definitely like pride myself on having like a more sophisticated like bars and doing things that are like more complex and just being out the box, altogether. You know what I'm saying, like. And dabbling in flows, like I said, like going melodic, doing melodic stuff and trying to slow it down and trying to jump over back into like really like spitting bars and focusing on like what I'm saying. Like it just depends, really.
Bruh, it's gonna happen for you. I'm telling you, I got no doubts. You talked about making organic music though. You dropped the Quarantine tape, which definitely got my eyes and ears locked in. Is that more things you'll continue, like, because again, that was organic. It's not like you said, we gonna do Quarantine. There wasn't no Quarantine, but do you look to make more projects like that? Do they just come to you? How does that come to you?
I mean, really, so I did the COVID and then the Quarantine version of it. So like with COVID, I like to try to hold, how do I explain this? I like to give it some sort of like almost marketability to it, if that makes sense.
Oh, no, you're right.
But
that's
like,
what you do.
So with COVID, it was called COVID. It had 19 tracks. And then I had all the features on it. And when I did the cover art, I put all the features on the cover art with little lines to them saying like 6 feet, 6 feet, 6 feet with little virus bubbles and stuff like that going around because we was talking about COVID. So, I mean, it's just what was happening right then. So I went home and that's what I was making at the time. So while COVID was going on, that's the music I was making and that's how the whole thing came together. And then Quarantine, we had like 2 weeks till New Year's. It was like a countdown. And I went through and made all 14 of those songs, and that was 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks?
Made them like just going.
Yeah.
And just dropped it all me because it's quarantine. Can't be around nobody. It's just me. So boom, that's that. And I just kind of I like to do little stuff like that. I really want my next album to be more cinema driven almost. Like I wanted to have like a movie like feel to it. Like I want you to listen to it. I just want you to listen to it and be like, damn, this is an experience. You know what I'm saying? I want more than just like, okay, that sounds like a song.
You listen to Kendrick's album like that kind of
Yeah. Just all together, like, I mean, there's a couple different artists that just make really full albums. That's something me and Deuce talked about, is just having really full albums that sound complete. Because, like, a lot of times they just lack stuff. It's just one of those things. It's just something's missing, and you just need that extra little to make it go. So that's, like, always just the next, what's the little flair I can add here this season, and just sprinkle on top of that, like, really going in there and executive producing stuff for real.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Don't just pick a beat and just rap on it.
Yeah, we gotta think this out. What's the subject? What's the point? I like Wayne said in that song, bro. Like, I need a subject. I need a
right.
For real though. Like, got to. That's what inspires me to keep doing it. You feel me? Like that stuff that I came up on, those principles. So like,
keep them, bro, because that's you got the base under you that a lot of artists your age is in the area not thinking the marketing behind it, even the people that you're influenced by, knowing what you have.
Right.
Keep that. Before we get out of here, I didn't even ask you where the name come from. Why Unknown? Were you always unknown?
Unknown, man. Like, it was one of them things where that was gonna be like, that was the question at the time, was like, what am I gonna name myself?
It was.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
what I'll name this podcast later type. Like I'll come up with a name.
Like, what am I gonna name myself? And then it was like Unknown. But then like everywhere I went, I really realized that like when I walk into places, like you don't know what to expect, and I like that. So I'm Unknown, and then I let you decide. Like you can be the judge. You feel me?
It's been a journey for me because, like I said, bro, you were unknown. So literally, you went from unknown, and even when I say the name, I'm like, the meaning's different. It's not.
You know.
Yeah, I know, but it's like I know him, but it's like you said, the unexpected. You never know. Unknown, bro. I appreciate you coming up here, bro. I think the people really are gonna get to know you and understand what you got going on. Tell them what music they need to check out right now in terms of tapes, projects, anything they need to get.
Well, I got a single on the way, Perseverance, and then we got a video coming with K Digital Media to Tenfold, and all those are coming up on my album, Thank You Lord, to be released soon. Haven't really even a date out yet, but that's gonna be dedicated to my pops and everything like that. So there's a lot of different vibes on there. I would definitely say it's more on the consciouser tip.
Yeah.
But it still rocks. You know what I'm saying? It still got that bump to it that you're looking for. So definitely be on the lookout for all that. I got tons of stuff out, Dirty Room Recordings. We always working. Stay looking out for Kick Dough Joe.
Kick Dough, come in here real quick, man. Show face,
Joe,
man.
Get in this.
Show face real quick,
you know
man. We got the fam,
Dirty
motherfucker.
Yeah. But for real. So y'all just be on the lookout, bro.
Where they can find you at?
You can find me at That's Unknown. You can find my boy Kick Dough Joe.
KICCDOEJOE 97.
Kick Dough Joe 97. DirtyRoomRecordings.com, man. We got it. What you need.
For sure. Yeah. Man, huge shout out to Unknown for coming through, man, with the interview, man. Doing this thing. Unknown got paid a goddamn day, man. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. Checking his pockets. You gotta book him for a show because he definitely getting to it. Huge shout out to No Stress Sound Academy for housing the interview as well, man. Make sure if you're in Charlotte, North Carolina, you come to No Stress Sound Academy for all your recording needs. Huge shout out Created by Visuals, TZ LaFleur, TZ Da Vinci behind the scenes, behind the camera. Make sure y'all follow us at This, That, and the Third interview series. Make sure y'all follow me at Stephen The Dream. That's STEPHEN. THA Dream. I am the voice of the Carolinas. It's Unknown. Dirty Rooms, man. We out.